This is Kyle Kerwin, and you're watching Toy Geeks Behind the Counter.
Here we go. All right, here we go. And
wait, are you doing it to that camera or this camera?
I don't know. What camera am I doing it to? I don't even know.
The center one.
Okay, the center one. Is it still
You're good.
glare?
No, you're good.
Okay. Hey, toy collectors, and welcome to another edition of Toy Geeks Behind the Counter. We are your geeks, and we are, of course, behind the counter here. I am Ben.
Surprise!
Surprise!
It's really Ben back there.
It's really me.
Fooled you, huh?
I'm George.
I'm Mike.
I'm Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Thanks for joining us, guys. So we have a special guest joining us today. Not that guy. You, Mike.
Jeez.
Mr. Mike Becker. How are you doing, sir?
Great. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us today. So, for those people who don't know who you are, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I can't
What do you
even
do?
imagine there are people out there that don't know me.
I know. It's incredible.
I guess, for those few people, I'll explain. No, I'm Mike Becker. I started Funko in 1998. And,
you're the guy, huh?
Yeah. But the real genius behind the operation, of course, was Brian Mariotti, who built it into the...
But he's not here today, so we're going to talk about you.
So, yeah.
So we can ignore that guy. Forget him.
So you started Funko back in 98.
Out of the garage.
Wow. Okay.
Just that same typical story, on a shoestring, just trying to eke out I just thought if I could have my own company making toys and stuff of like ad figures and things I loved, and I could actually pay the mortgage, that's it. I made it, and that was the goal.
I think that's all of our dreams right there.
Yeah.
Except we realized that that's never going to happen to us. Or at least I've realized that.
No, we're still trying.
You're still trying?
Yeah, we're still trying.
Well, congratulations, Mike. And actually, you guys are celebrating what? Your
20th year right now. This, I think, in 1 week will be our 20th anniversary.
Gotcha. Wow. Congrats.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That is that's a feat. So I got to tell you, here on Toy Geeks, we've talked a little bit about the most popular Funko product, of course, is the Pop Vinyl.
Current day.
But actually, Funko, I remember Funko back in the days when you guys were doing the bobbleheads and all the other
Wacky
types
wobblers.
of wacky
Yes,
wobblers.
wacky wobblers. Thank you.
And you actually did a documentary recently, or actually Netflix, should I say, did a documentary recently, kind of focusing of. Well, what is it called again? For
Making Fun. That was done by filmmaker David Romero, Eddie Grace Films. And we were fortunate enough to be on Netflix. They picked it up, and it's really taken off. It was really a pleasure to be a part of it.
I watched the documentary. It was actually a lot of fun to watch, and it was very, insightful, very informative about the background of the company. And I actually remember the place on the City Walk that you guys used to do.
Sparky's, yeah.
Yeah, Sparky's. It's I remember all that. So it was a lot of fun to watch. So I would recommend. For anybody that hasn't seen it. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, it's definitely, if you have not watched it and you have a preconceived notion of Funko in your head, no matter what that notion is, go back and watch this documentary and watch the way it happened, because it was amazing. Just to see, I don't even know, how did you have footage from, why were you guys filming each other in your garage?
Well, what's crazy? That was my dad.
Oh, was it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of that was my dad.
Oh,
he had
wow.
just retired. And he would love to volunteer. He was really employee number one, really.
That's
my
awesome.
dad and my mom, I would call him, I'd say, I need help. I'd be just buried in boxes in the garage. They'd come and help ship orders, and he would always pull out his little camcorder and start shooting. And you can tell it's definitely, the resolution on that's pretty poor, but it kind of looks cool nowadays.
It's
But
just
it
cool that it
exists.
exists. Yeah,
Yeah.
just the fact that you have all that stuff is it's amazing, because no one has footage of them when they were first starting. You don't know it's going to be anything. You're just having fun trying to make toys, and who thinks to film it? The Ninja Turtle documentary, they had stuff like that too, and I was like, how did these guys have this footage? It's amazing. So it was really cool that your dad did that.
That was
he
was
knew.
lucky. And then in finding some of the photographs and some of the stuff, we had those little instant cameras.
Yeah.
That we were taking some photos at times on those instant cameras. We went and got those developed and found some photos still on there.
Oh, wow.
Some gold.
Yeah. That was a really cool documentary.
I loved the one scene where you were answering the phone and pretending to be the other department, because it immediately made me think of Ben, who used to do that when he first started. And he'd be like, "Oh no, that's Ben in shipping. Let me get you the other Ben you want to talk to." And it's like, Ben, you're the only guy here. Just why are you pretending there's another guy?
There's another guy.
But then you did it too, and I was like, all right, Ben was right.
Yeah. So the other thing that's happening, and the main reason we're having you on the show here, is so I run a little show called DesignerCon.
I know it well.
Oh, and you've actually been to the show.
Yeah, I've been there in different iterations. After I had sold Funko, then I had 2 smaller startups.
Right.
And I participated in those with those startups at DCon.
Really? You had like a booth?
Yeah.
I was unaware.
I was there. I kept saying hi, and he just walked right by.
Oh. Was I mic'd up and was like going like, oh, hey, thanks. Okay, bye.
That's amazing.
You were actually part of, so technically this is not your first time, and this is the big news. This is not your first time doing DesignerCon.
No, I've always thought it was one of the coolest, hippest shows to go to. I love the show.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And that's actually the truth too. I mean, for real, I think that's where you see innovation. That's where you see people that have created stuff.
Hear that? Innovation.
Don't tell me I've been every year.
Yeah, but you never said it's innovation.
That's true, I haven't.
That's pretty cool.
I just learned that word, so I was hoping to use it
Word
tonight.
of the day, everyone.
Innovation.
So maybe it's on the screen or something. So you guys are coming back this year, but you guys are coming back as a different, is it like a part of Funko? Is it like it's called what, Saturday morning?
Yeah, it's really just an idea that Brian and I had cooked up because we loved being kids, and that's what you see in a lot of the crazier, weirder product that you see Funko produce. And so getting back to what it was like to be a kid on Saturday morning, what does that mean? Like, we remember, you'd still be in your pajamas. You'd be, for me, you'd be watching Wacky Racers, and you'd have your bowl of, for me, it was always either Lucky Charms, Count Chocula, Tricks, or whatever I could coerce my mom into buying that week. That was always the thing. Like, what was the best prize? Was it that thing with the, the rubber band that was supposed to be like a rocket?
The cheap toys that the only reason you bought the cereal was for the toy, but then you still had to eat the cereal. But
you reached in the box first.
Oh, that's
to
the,
get
yeah,
that
that's
toy
the first
out.
thing.
Destroyed the box. It went all puffy.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it was all good.
Nowadays, the prize is on the outside. It's not even inside the box anymore. It's not even inside the cereal.
So you just said it. We wanted to put the prize back in cereal. We wanted to have those killer graphics you used to see on the cereal boxes again. We wanted to give you a killer prize. We wanted to make it fun and basically relive our childhoods again through Funko, and that was the easiest way to do it. So that's what we're trying to do here at DCon with you this year, is basically relive our childhood, and we're hoping to,
good time to bring
yeah.
that
So
out right
actually,
here.
we have a little image here. What are we looking at here?
So there's a booth concept for this year. As you can see, this isn't about doing what we normally would do at a Comic-Con where we bring, all the pops and all that. This isn't really about that. This is, again, this is Saturday morning fun for everyone, and we're going to bring cereal and lots of it. We're going to bring some really neat photo ops and some fun stuff to do. Yeah.
That looks like a cereal bowl and a giant spoon.
Yeah.
And then that looks like a huge cereal box, but it's all in Japanese.
That's right.
And that actually brings us to another point. One of the special things that you did this year for the show is you teamed up with what I would say is one of the largest popular international toy companies in the world, which is Metacomet Toy. And you guys actually teamed up with them for DesignerCon to develop I guess, is this like a sneak peek of what the box is going to look like?
No.
Okay. So there's
nothing like what it's going to look like.
Okay.
It's going to be
totally
way better than that.
But inside, whatever the box is going to be, the final one, inside is going to be an exclusive, not just toy, but an exclusive Funko Bear Brick.
Yeah. I mean,
which is incredible.
Yeah, you talk about putting the prize back in the box. I mean, that's...
Yeah, that's awesome. So I gotta tell you something. So for all the people watching, there's a lot of our art toy fans. They're not big fans of pop. Some are, some aren't. We've had this discussion. You know, it is what it is.
Ben is, though.
No, but that's the thing. And I personally am not a big pop fan either. And one of the concerns was that when, but it's, I'm just being honest.
The funny thing, you still have them in your collection.
I do.
No matter how much
I say that, I still have pop in my collection. And I love the mystery minis. Every time we open mystery minis, I say I love mystery minis. And there's a lot of Funko products that I do love. And one of the concerns was that DesignerCon should never let Funko into the show. It was just one of those things, because you even said, you think of Funko and you think of the San Diego Comic-Con booth, pop vinyl, big lines, And one of the discussions that actually you and I had initially, when I was very concerned about having you guys part of the show, was is this going to be like San Diego Comic-Con? Is this going to be like the other shows that you guys do where people expect this certain Funko booth? And I think the turning point for me was when I saw this. When I saw this, I'm like, oh my God, this is completely different. This is going to be amazing. I, of course, asked around and I asked people, what do you think of something when you think Saturday mornings, what do you think? And the first thing people said was, of course, Saturday morning cartoons. And the second thing they said was Saturday morning cartoons and eating a big bowl of cereal. And I go yeah. So what if we brought that to the show? And everybody's response was, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. And that was why I had decided we got to do this. We got to try it. Let's see what happens. I think the DCon audience is going to love it. It's going to be interesting. And I think that for the audience that's concerned about that, and plus, we also discussed one other thing that I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you guys are also bringing your artists with you.
Yeah, we're going to bring a lot of the artists that help create some of the box art here. We'll probably have a few special guests like we always like to do, a few surprises. But really, at the end of the day, it was almost like a return to, again, the feeling and the vibe of being a kid again. We wanted that. We wanted to give the fans and the designers and everyone just the experience of what that was like. And what that means to me is a lot of color, a lot of sugar, a lot of cool, prizes and fun. And so that's really what Funko's all about. I mean, I'm pretty proud of the company, and yeah, it has grown to great heights, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I think it's been really fun, and I think we've stayed true to our motto, and I think we've stayed true to our fans. And but just coming to DCon and doing what we usually would do at a San Diego Comic-Con really wasn't what we were trying to do. That's why this was about trying to do something different, something really unique, and give the fans a whole new experience that they've never seen from Funko before.
Well, I from what I've seen and from what I've heard, I think this is going to blow the socks off of people. I think people are going to love it. The DCon fans are going to love it. The artists are going to love it. The vendors are going to love it. The attendees are going to go ballistic over it.
I have two questions.
Yes.
Is the cereal edible? It's real cereal.
I've
right?
actually tasted it.
So it's actual cereal and it's good, right?
Yeah.
It's really good.
And then is the prize in the cereal or on the outside of the cereal? How the bag comes inside the box. Is the prize inside the bag with the cereal or outside the bag? Okay.
There's all sorts of.
There's legal reasons.
When,
right,
yeah, when we got into this, it was hey, let's start our own cereal company, and Brian, again, this is one of Brian's brainchilds and he wants to do it, right away, and so we got into it. We go, wow, there's a lot of testing, a lot of
a lot to learn in that.
Yeah, it's food.
And so. We were able to work with a really good resource, and so far the early returns on this are way beyond what we thought.
That's great.
This is
in terms of just overall or taste or just the whole package.
Yeah, we just didn't. We thought that when we just launched it that we were just going to see how it went. I mean, some people are saying they sold out basically within an hour or two of hitting the shelves.
That's
and
awesome.
so.
Amazing.
we weren't
But they're
really,
all limited edition boxes. That's the other
right
thing.
as of right now they are, and that's exactly what we're going to do at DCon as well. So the boxes that you see that come out at DCon will only you will only be available at DCon.
Oh wow,
That's awesome.
That's
very cool.
You know, the funny thing is I actually have a couple of cereal boxes that were released by, like Kellogg's and General Mills. Like they used to do Captain Crunch special edition boxes for Halloween. And of course they did certain ones for movies and things like that. So people actually and there's actually like plexi boxes for these cereal boxes and things like that for the collectors. It'll be interesting to see how many of those collectors fall into like, the Funko crowd for collecting your cereal boxes as well. So it's...
Is there plans in the future to put this in shoppings, like grocery stores and stuff? Like, are you guys trying to go that far with the cereal, or is this always
I
a
almost
collector
can't
thing?
even answer that because that's my team helps with the development of the graphics and the production and stuff, but we talk about it. I mean, there has been talk about that, but right now I think we've got our hands and our mouths full of of
just trying to start it.
Yeah, of just dealing with how it's gone. This is kind of almost is like what we would say acts as our official launch of the cereal.
Cool.
In
That's
a way.
awesome.
Oh, excellent.
Like I said, we've just shipped product to some various retailers, and we've had unbelievable results. And if you went to Funko Fun Days, we actually unveiled this graphic as well.
Yes.
At Funko Fun Days to let our fanatics know too that we would be at DCon. I'm sure that you'll probably see an influx of.
Yeah, we opened up the ticket sales, and we've seen what the Funko fanatics do. So, yes, exactly.
I think it's going to be a cool thing for other designers too, because I always went, like last year, I was in Pasadena. I go because I like to see the cutting edge stuff. I like to see the new innovation. And
There's that word again.
and it's always been one of my favorite shows. So I'm really happy that we're a part of it, because this was the perfect marriage. This was the perfect thing to come in and do this, this year with you guys. And it's always my favorite show to go and just walk around. So I hope that I don't have to be at the booth the whole time, because I want to go out and buy.
Maybe during VIP night you can sneak out of the booth or something like that, since it's only VIPs roaming around.
Oh, it is?
Oh yeah. Still, there's going to be probably a ton of people coming to your booth for stuff, but yeah, we'll figure it out. But one thing that we also that you announced during Funko Fun Days, which is somehow related to the cereal stuff.
Food related.
Yeah, cool. I don't know. I love all the food stuff that you guys make. Tell us what we're looking at here, Mike.
So this is our mascot, our Freddy Funko, which most people know of. And again, I collected a lot of Pez, but nothing like Brian. He collects Pez like crazy, and for years he had bought and sold and rebought his collection. And I think he just said, the heck with it, I want to do my own Pez. And so we were able to work out an arrangement to do these Pop Pez.
These are official Pez.
Yeah, they're official Pez, officially licensed.
Pop Pez.
Now, are you guys working? I heard something. There's a lot of always Funko rumors and Funko news and things like that.
Yeah.
I heard that eventually maybe some of the cereal boxes are going to have these in there as well. Or
Really?
I don't know.
That would be great.
I know.
I've never heard that, actually. But
That'd be a big prize in a cereal box.
I know.
The
I
size
mean,
of this thing.
but still, it's still kind of fun.
it's a great idea.
Oh, you're welcome. So
I don't know if that will ever happen. Probably there are other things too, like because this is a food item and you're marrying it with another food item. I don't know if that would, again, I don't think about those things. I'm just trying to, again, have fun and work on the cereal project right now and the apparel and some of that stuff. But yeah, I know that there's a lot of killer Pez coming out from Funko.
These are cool. Yeah. I like the Pez. I really like the Pez. They're a lot of fun. So
I brought these for you guys, by the way, because these were from Fun Days, and
Thank you.
They're
That's awesome.
These are really fun. Yeah. So you guys, so this was like a kind of a pre-release. These 4 colors, right?
Yeah, they were just. This is one of the special prizes that you got at Fun Days, and as you know, those are more and more sought after all the time. The Fun Days exclusives.
Fun Days is insane. I went like 2 years ago and it was crazy.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I hear nothing but crazy stories about
It's
Fun
crazy.
Days. I just
Yeah.
every year
blown
someone
away with the amount of
We showed a little
energy
bit
and
of
screaming and yelling and
some of the video that I was able to take because we did a San Diego recap. I know you don't watch the episodes,
Haven't
but
seen
but yeah, there was some video, and like you guys provide the bangers and
Yeah.
the lights, and there's like teams and groups, and like who draws the best and who screams the loudest, and who like
Is
you
there a
guys
can of corn again?
There was a can of corn again in the lobby this
in
time.
the lobby,
In
right?
the lobby.
And you become a little character sometimes during these things. Like this year, you were the vice principal.
That's right.
The theme was something like 80s high school, right?
Yeah, we were set in Funko High 1983.
Which is, I love that because I'm a big 80s guy. So
What?
really? So that was a lot of fun to watch. You guys were playing like old 80s videos and commercials and things like that. So that was pretty cool. So yeah,
I think everybody agrees. I don't know. I mean, think about the 80s. The best music,
yep,
the best movies,
yep,
the best fashion.
yep. Well,
I almost had it.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
How about some of the best cars? The DeLorean.
Oh yeah, I got me one of those.
You do?
Yeah, I have a DeLorean. Yes, I do.
He sure
We'll
does.
talk. We'll talk.
You know,
So-
I have some rare pops.
We'll talk.
You want to trade it for a DeLorean?
all I want are those Back to the Future ones. If you have any of those, I actually have most of them, but
So you don't have all that already?
I have a couple quick questions.
Yes.
So these are really cool. You started with Freddy Funko. Are you planning on doing other characters as well on the Pez?
like Marty and Doc.
Yeah. Well, there's a ton of them. I believe the Captain Crunch is already at Target.
Oh, okay.
And-
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I believe it's already sold out from what I heard.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It didn't. Anyway, somebody had just recently said they saw him already showing up at the various collector shows and things.
Oh, okay.
Would not surprise me.
No, not
Yeah.
at all.
But,
These are cool. I think you guys did a really good job with these, so that's really neat. And I'm excited about the serial too.
last
So
question.
Here's
yeah.
a question you can answer. Well, after you stepped back from Funko, what was the company name that you came back with?
I did 2 or 3 things. We had a little company called Mixo, Mixo.
Okay.
And we had like paper craft, and we also had these tins that looked like characters.
Okay.
I worked with, I worked with Reese O'Brien on that, who now works at Funko.
Nice, yeah.
I do remember those.
Yeah, they were.
The character tins.
Yeah,
Those
remember
were
I
fun.
was waving to you the whole time.
That's right. that's right. Your booth was the one selling those. You're
Yes,
right.
that was me. I was
Oh
going,
my
man,
gosh.
it's me, and you just.
There was one at one point. You made a skateboard game, right? Was that your booth that did that one year at Comic-Con? You were selling a skateboard game.
I think that was part of. Oh, was that Funko?
Was that not you?
Let's see. We had Mixo, and then we had. Oh no! You know what that was part of? What was the one right after Funko? I'm trying to think.
Because I'm pretty sure.
Flapjack.
Flapjack. I was your
Oh.
booth
So
neighbor.
after Funko was Flapjack, and after Flapjack was Mixo, and after Mixo was Flophouse.
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 That was the apparel part, and then
Okay.
Brian said, "What are you doing?" You know, he's going like, "I want to do apparel. You're already doing it. We're good friends. Let's just do this together." And I said, "Yeah, let's do it."
Nice.
And
Sounds like a good deal.
It's been really fun because I get to hang out with him. We do a lot of if you saw the documentary, I mean that's all real. We have very heated, frequent ping pong matches. I'm catching him though. I'm inching up on the charts there. We keep very a very detailed.
Heated
Tally of
rivalry.
who's the winner.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So anyway, but darn it, he's still ahead of me, and he's still a little better than me in golf, and
You'll get there. You'll get there one day.
I believe in you. I'm horrible at golf, so it doesn't.
Shall we get to some toys?
Yeah. So what we do here on Toy Geeks is we actually
haven't opened
review
these?
toys.
Oh.
So let's Why don't we do that? You want to join us and
Love to.
let's talk about some toys? Why don't we start with
Get him off the hot seat.
the blind boxes? Let's do some blind boxes.
Blind box
here.
first?
Yeah, let's start it off. So we've got some.
Okay. Here we go.
These are made by a company by the name of Funko.
Never heard of him.
I don't know if you've ever heard of
Do
them.
we get to open them?
Yeah, that's what we want to do. So
There better be a Boba Fett in here.
these are Star Wars mystery minis.
Do we guess what you think you're going to get?
We actually usually what we do is we talk about which one you want to get, like what you're hoping to get.
Oh, all right.
I mean, yeah, Boba Fett is the way to go, but I actually wouldn't mind getting that little R2D2.
Yoda's kind of.
I'm going to go for Chewbacca. I'm going to, let's see, Chewbacca.
You a Chewbacca fan?
Chewbacca.
You think there's anyone that's
Yeah.
like, I want Dengar?
I'm sure there is.
No, there's not.
All right, here we go.
Oh, they're Bobble.
Oh, I got what I wanted.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't. These are blind box.
Spoken into existence.
So we always say this. Whenever we open up Star Wars figures that
Oh my
Funko
God.
makes.
Yeah, I got
Oh
the
wow,
same
we
one.
got a double. There we go.
Watch me get him too.
So the whole bobblehead thing.
Yes.
Is that for licensing reasons? Because you guys technically can't do like collectible vinyl figures because there's already somebody
I
else doing
believe
it?
so. You know, but
Yeah.
that's there's a whole toy team now that
Handles all that.
Yeah. Oh wow, you got that.
Oh, you got Vader. Nice. So
That's pretty cool.
I love the sculpting. Sculpting's really nice on these.
so these go for the usual price that mystery minis do. They go for about $6.99, $7. These are great. I love these. These are. I always think the mystery minis are really well done. The sculpts, the paint is clean. That Yoda looks great.
You know what's funny is I didn't even notice the bases in the picture.
Yeah.
Oh,
For some reason, like I didn't even. I guess I just overlooked them.
do they connect?
I don't know. I was
They
just
look
looking at
like they kind of would, but
Or you just put them next to each other.
yeah, that's true. But I wonder if it's just to make them because they're bobbleheads.
It's got to be something with licensing.
You think so with the bases?
Because the mystery minis don't usually have bases.
No, yeah.
You know what? I know somebody I can ask.
If only we knew.
Let us know. Cool. So, what do you think? Worth it?
I think this is a home run, guys. I would stock up now.
Yeah.
Great
Awesome.
stocking stuffers.
There you go. Start shopping
Perfect to
early.
fit in a lunch pail or a cereal bowl.
Or cereal bowl. Nice.
What do you want to go to next?
Let's open up. Let's open up the Kidrobot, the new Kidrobot thing that we got over here.
Sure.
So, have you ever heard of Doktor A?
No.
So, Doc A is an artist from
The UK.
the UK. He does Decon every year. He'll be back again this year. And
Holy cow, this thing. Look at it.
Yeah,
this
that's amazing.
is his new
wow.
8-inch Dunny. That's pretty cool. So is that a separate piece? Yeah. So I think that connects on the ears like that.
Oh man, that thing is killer.
That's pretty cool. Did he make a 3-inch version of this?
That's a good question.
I wonder. There it goes. Good enough.
God, that's amazing.
So this is called Cognition Enhancement Engine, or actually it's called, what's the box there, Jack?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
And it's an 8-inch vinyl, as you can see. That's pretty cool. The ears are a new sculpt because it's a coil.
No key, Doc?
No key.
No room for the name.
That's
right.
amazing. Look at that thing.
That
Holy
beard.
cow.
What do you think?
Oh, I love it. I look at the detail. I like the translucent brain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I mean, that's crazy.
It's definitely the cool feature. Yeah.
So this guy goes for $100, and
Sounds about right.
yeah, available on Kidrobot. And I think they're actually going to have an exclusive color of it
Yeah.
on Kidrobot as well. And these
me see
are
it.
which one? This one?
Yeah, while you're talking about it.
So did they? So obviously the shell looks like ABS. It's got those like connection points.
Yeah.
But it seems like they tried to draw attention to them. Is that part of the design? Like they're really frosty instead of them being like.
No, I think
No,
that's
I think
just-
they filled them in. That's the thing. I think there's a screw in there
Okay.
that holds it together, so
Okay.
nobody. Because a lot of the time when they were doing the clear ABS ones, even on the small ones, you can pop them open.
Oh.
And
Because it's kind of distracting, actually. I mean, normally you can see it, but I mean, it's really like...
I think with the whole Victorian style, it kind of fits in.
That's just normal production stuff.
Really?
It's fine. Yeah, there's nothing. That's just normal stuff. The frosting is just the whole inside.
Right.
What does Victorian mean? Is that a new
so-
item at McDonald's?
So,
Mectorian.
Yeah, Mectorian. So Doc A has this style, which he's kind of coined for his artwork. It's Mectorian. It's mechanical Victorian figures.
Steampunk.
So, yeah, it's kind of steampunk.
Oh, don't say steampunk to him.
Oh, okay.
It's Victorian.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and actually for a while he lost the right to use the wording Victorian.
You can make the brain move.
What? How are you doing that?
It's the brain's connected to that peg.
Are you gonna break it?
I don't know.
Don't
we'll see.
break it.
Well, I'll take it home if I break it.
George always breaks it. So, so Mectorian was like his style of doing the stuff. That's pretty cool, and I think it's worth. I mean, it's a little bit pricier. It's $100.
Yeah, I mean, it's a deluxe one. It's, they just released the Arcane Divination one.
Whatever. You got to try and break it if you can.
Crazy horn one back there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That thing. Well, if we're doing shelf worthy, that thing's shelf worthy. Holy cow, that thing's amazing.
I think it's definitely shelf worthy. One thing I have noticed is there is a patina on it. When you guys take it out of the box, what I would recommend is let it air, because
It's a good recommendation.
yeah, usually the patina starts to sweat a little bit in the box, especially in this hot weather that we've been having during the shipment
Especially
process.
if it's been in the box for a while, you take it out and you'll notice it right away.
Right. So if you see a little of the green coming off from the copper, don't panic. You could wipe it off easily, or just let it sit and it'll
that's
dry.
One of his trademarks is that patina too.
Yeah. What'd you do? What happened?
Keep going.
Oh, okay.
He's making gestures over there.
Anyways, shelf worthy?
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
What do you think? Shelf worthy?
Yeah, I think it's killer design.
All right.
We're not doing it.
Why not?
You do it.
Just by myself?
Yep.
Shelf worthy.
Sorry, Bruce.
Oh, I did it for you, Bruce. I did it for you, Doc A. So we've got. Let's do
This one?
Yeah, and it has
A partner?
So I like to go on Kickstarter.
Let's see.
And see.
You do?
Yeah, I do. You do too. And see some of the toy projects that are out there.
Yeah.
Now, some of the people that I've backed in the past, go ahead.
That is killer. I love
They
this.
they do secondary ones, and there's an artist out in New York by the name of Vincent Scala, and he did what is it? Was it Murder Mickey?
Mickey Rat, or I don't remember the
He
name
did
of
this
it.
really cool, like Mickey figure that was like all devilish and
He had like 8 eyes and a
yeah,
couple horns.
and he was
teeth.
like holding a little mini doll, and I thought this is hilarious, dark but hilarious, and I backed that project and it got funded, and I'm really happy that he was able to make it because the guy's really nice. I met him at 5
Very
Points,
cool guy.
and he's going to be at DesignerCon.
Little plug.
So he started this other project called Lucky Cat. And we actually reviewed the Mickey toy here, and we gave him some pointers. We can open that up. We open all the toys.
Do you want to open it?
Yeah, let's open it up. So we gave him some pointers, and he actually took the pointers for this project, Lucky Cat. And
Mickey Monster was the
Mickey
name.
Monster, there we go. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So for this one, he took our pointers and he made Lucky Cat a little bit different. He used a different factory. He did things a little bit differently, and I gotta admit, it's really good. It's a really fun toy. Totally reflects his artwork. And
I really like it.
yeah,
Like, I
it's
really,
a fun
really like
thing.
it.
Now, the other thing that he did while he was making Lucky Cat is he made this guy called Skeleton Racer. And it's a really soft vinyl. And he told me a backstory about this. He made like different colors that he painted and things like that available at 5 Points. And I hope he brings some colors to Decon, but
Sure, he will.
he told me that the factory that he used to make these make rubber duckies.
Oh, okay.
And that's how they were able to make that really soft, rubbery texture, which I really love. I'm just worried, like, what's going to happen to these things, like, in 4 or 5 years.
Nothing.
Just
How many
enjoy
rubber
it
ducks
now.
are all over the place. Rubber ducks last forever.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, I guess if it's like vinyl and it has like a problem,
I don't think it being soft makes it more like.
But it's funny, like
prone to breaking or whatever.
How nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See that one?
So he included that in the Kickstarter thing. He also included a couple of pins and stickers. What do you think of Lucky Cat?
I like that. So far, that's if I can have one thing tonight, I'd like to get Lucky Cat.
I bet we can arrange that. I know Vincent. I'm sure if I give you that one, he'll replace mine. For sure, maybe.
Or you can buy your own again after you give yours away as a gift.
That's true. They're not that expensive. I actually don't know. I think they go for
on here it was $50.
Wow, that's great.
But that was also like with a whole bunch of extras.
You also got like a pin, a mini comic, a drawing.
Yeah, I got all those things.
Wow.
You know, what do you think? Can I take this one home? Okay. I have to ask my wife.
Always ask the wife.
Because,
yeah.
Believe me, Ben's wife is going to say happily, yes, take it.
Yes. You
Ben has quite a few toys.
I have a little bit too many toys. So, Vincent, I think you did a great job on these. If you haven't, looked at these.
Came out nice.
Yeah, these. I mean, we told Vincent in the first time around when he did the Evil Mickey toy thing, like, keep going, keep trying, do better, and I think he did great this time
I gotta tell
around.
you, the quality is a lot better on this one than
So
it was
much
on the
better.
first one. Yeah.
So, and if you want one, you can buy one at vincentscala.com. Hopefully he still has a few left. And, or just wait till DCon and buy him there and have him sign it for you in person. Really nice guy, Vincent. So, we got time for one more?
Or you want to save it? 40?
Let's do one quickly. One more. So, this is another Kickstarter that I backed.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? So, this is...
Oh, I got this the other day.
You got it too?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to tell us what it is?
This is Find Chaffy, right? That was
Find
the name of
Chaffy.
it?
Find Chaffy.
Basically, Chaffy is just this. It's a little bunny. It's an ear and a half tall.
An ear and a half tall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's you're just supposed to take pictures of your Chaffy out in the world and post them online. There's a patch on that too.
Yeah. I see that. So there's
Patch,
postcards and
patches, pins. Basically, we had to wait. Something
That's a
happened.
little notebook.
yeah, really nice.
Something happened during this campaign when they went to the factory. I think like half the order got messed up. So we've been waiting on this for like a year.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I don't keep track anymore.
So as the apology for the people that had to wait, they included a lot of extra things that we weren't originally supposed to get. Like, I don't think the patch and the postcard set were supposed to originally come with it. But yeah, it's just a cute little.
Yeah, I backed this because it was
Bunny.
just like a fun little bunny thing, like you said. And I thought, why not support them? And it gives you a little certificate here. It says, congratulations, you found a Chaffy. Be sure to look after your Chaffy. Chaffy's like hugs, naps, eating salad, watching monster trucks on TV. They also tend to wander off and get themselves lost. So it's very important that you keep them close to you at all times. Every day is a new adventure. FindChaffy.com. So,
And then it says, how can I be lost if I've already found myself?
oh.
So yeah, they just want you to take pictures and post them on Instagram. Like, pose your Chaffy all out in the wild and post pictures of
It's
it.
fun, right?
Well, totally, yeah.
Find Chaffy.
And
It's cute.
Yeah.
I think it falls into
I like all
the
the
really
product,
cute.
too.
I think it's supposed to be like if you have a kid, it's something really fun for you and your kid to do. Like go hide your Chaffy, go take a picture of it.
Yeah, and I
post
mean,
it
I think
online.
people love taking pictures of bringing toys with them wherever they go on travel,
Yeah.
and sometimes they're kind of clunky and big. So this is perfect.
It's a great size. It's got a good hand feel to it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Production seems to be really good.
I like all the little Chaffies on the book too. Like look at all the
Yeah,
different
no, those are
versions of
cool.
stuff.
I was looking at
Oh,
that.
that's right. Burger Chaffy.
Have they made other colors yet?
This is it so far. Like they just finished this. Like they just finished mailing all these out to the last
Right.
people.
like
so.
little dog Chaffy.
Yeah, I hope it continues. I'd like to see more of these Chaffies. I'd collect more.
Yeah, they're neat.
These are cool. Ha! Mariachi Chaffy. That's pretty funny.
And it really works like design-wise because it's cool. It doesn't have a body. I don't know.
Yeah, I like it.
Because if you put a body on it, it would start looking like a generic platform, probably.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
It's good.
All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have. We talked a lot about stuff. We talked about DCon, and we talked about Funko, and Mike, thank you for joining us.
It was a pleasure. It was fun. It went by too quick.
Hopefully you didn't say anything that you weren't supposed to say.
Right.
I don't think so.
I think you cut yourself off at the right time.
Yeah, hopefully we didn't splice in any images like this one. No, that we weren't supposed to show.
We don't want to get...
Well, at the end of the day, too, I mean, everybody has to start somewhere, and I think that, I was there, so Funko, I think, is a tribute to those artists that are at DCon, because it epitomizes really the dream that hey, even a guy like me who really didn't know a whole lot about making toys can start a little toy company, and it can go on to do some really cool things, and that's really why we wanted to come back. It is kind of a return to our roots, and it is kind of a return again, like I said, to being a kid and Saturday morning. So I mean, we love art toys. We love artists. We have probably 75 artists that probably work all total.
And that's
Funko.
actually one
of the
things.
Cool to meet them.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the fact that what people don't understand is that every toy is designed eventually by somebody. There's an artist involved somewhere. And you guys are going to be bringing those artists out, and it's going to be really cool for people to meet them, and if anything gets signed by them, and it's just one of those things where it is going to be the kind of DCon version of what you guys do. It's going to be awesome.
And Funko's very art driven. I mean, we are always about it's never been about the bottom line. It's been about, we want to make cool stuff, and we make a lot of cool stuff. I mean, if somebody doesn't like this one, they'll probably like this one. If somebody doesn't want to collect pop, like you said, they might want to collect the blind bag assortment, or the Dorbs, or the plush. So I mean, we really like our jobs. We really like what we're doing, and we like to share that with like-minded artists. I mean, I've had the pleasure of working with some of them and just being around them, and it's pretty inspiring, really, that we have that great a talent.
Well, we're excited. We're excited to have you guys, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think the audience is going to love it. I think all the entities are going to love it. So, if anything, we'll see you in November.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for having me.
No
I'm
problem.
looking forward to having some bowls of cereal.
Yeah. The cereal's going to be.
Do you have a gluten-free one?
This is supposed to be like a 70s cereal company.
When no one knew what gluten was.
Right.
Well, I'll just get the prize then.
Oh. I'll eat the cereal. It's pretty good. I've tasted it. So, all right, everyone. Well, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to post. Show us how you watch Toy Geeks. Do it on Instagram and Facebook. Tell us your favorite artist, because eventually we're still going to do that. Maybe one day.
We'll bring it back eventually. We're
Eventually.
not organized
We're waiting
yet.
on your nominations.
Right, we do kind of like an Artist of the Month thing. We've gotten a couple of nominations. We just
Jack was the organized guy. We all know that.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.